So what's the Alex? What's the next game you'll be attending in 2 weeks?
November 5th against Trailer Hassan.
There you go. That should be that one there. You say you don't even know if you want to go, but I would say that's probably actually going to be a really fun game.
No, yeah, I'm still gonna go. Rivalry game versus FSU, but I'm not expecting a win. Like, Jordan Travis has actually been playing like decently this season. They've been able to compete against some good teams that would just smack us around. Like, yeah,
I wouldn't say they've really competed against teams that would smack us around. I mean, that final score of that Clemson FSU game.
Oh no, yeah, but
does not show how dominant Clemson was in that game. I mean, they took their foot off their throat.
Yeah, but they were still able there to compete with Wake Forest. NC State still had Devin Leary at the time, which we beat them last year. But I think if we line it up against NC State this year, we don't beat them.
Let's see. Let's check out some of what the chat's saying. Yeah, James. I'm kind of disappointed in Kevin Steele as well.
Well, in what regard? I mean, I'm really not. The defense has really been the best part of the team so far this year.
Yeah, I would. You're right there. I don't know. Everything. I have trouble looking at it and not being disappointed in everybody. just being honest. I don't know. Yeah, the defense has played way better than the offense, obviously.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think Gaddis is the problem. I think it's talent not playing up to the level that they should, and then I mean that offensive line is killing this offense. It really is. They're that bad. I mean, as much as we complained about them, there's a visible difference between last year's offensive line loaded with seniors and this year's. And it doesn't help all the injuries. Zion hurt, down to our third string center. That kind of stuff doesn't help.
That's funny, Tony.
Yeah, and just also the disappearance of the run game. We had a few nice runs today. The run game looked better than it had the last 3 weeks. But still, at the beginning of the year, we were talking about how, okay, we can run the ball really well, but we can't pass it. And then we found the ability to pass the ball really well, and then now we can't run it. It's just, why can't we ever just have a complete side of the ball?
Well, that kind of inconsistent play is, pride and parcel of, a new staff and a new system.
Yeah, I mean, you keep saying it, and everyone's probably sick of hearing it, but yeah, it is.
I mean,
it's reality.
It is. Nobody wants to hear it, and I brought this up on one of our previous shows after a game. I said it the day that they announced. I can't remember who went live, but I said it the day they announced they were hiring Mario. I said they're going to go 6-6. And I ended up changing my mind on it. But the reason I said that, I mean, just look back through college football over the last 20 years. Anywhere you go, and Miami's no exception, the first year you have a new coach there, they have a worse record than they did the year before. It's just what tends to happen. And, I thought they had put a good enough staff together to kind of overcome that. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah. We looked at all right. Bethune-Cookman, Middle Tennessee State. Those are games where it's just a guaranteed win. No way we're going to lose those games. We lost. I can't. as a guarantee. I can't look at the rest of this season as a guarantee.
Yeah, you're going in and out, Alex, but I think
Yeah, I
even
didn't
getting
know
it.
if that was me or not.
No, but even just only getting every other word that he was saying, I know I completely agree. I still managed to get the gist of it. Yeah, you look at those games at the beginning of the season, you looked and said, okay, that's a W, that's a W, that's a W, that's a W. Now let's talk about these four that may or may not be W's. And now we're sitting here at 4:30 on a Saturday afternoon, wondering if we'll even make a bowl.
Yeah.
And, we talked about it at the beginning, but I really have my doubts.
I've only seen them not make a bowl, 2 times in the last 20 years. So, I mean, I don't think they're that level of bad.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm looking at the schedule again here. I mean, I think we'll win next week against Virginia. I think Florida State's a coin toss, and that leaves. Yeah, I mean, we could possibly win the next 3, or I don't know. I look at it, I could see us losing every one of these games.
Yeah.
Well, more than likely, Virginia and Georgia Tech are wins. As much as injuries are affecting us, they're hitting Pitt even worse. So say we win that, lose Clemson. I mean, 6-6, 7-5, somewhere right in there.
Yeah, well, we've been for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I think the last. What was the last good season we had? Would that have been under Mark Richt?
2017. 2017, the year we beat Notre Dame 41-8.
Right, we went what 10-2 that year.
We finished. We had a
the regular season was 10-1. That Arkansas State game got canceled.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 10-1. Yeah, should have been 10-2, but yeah, that's been a while, and everybody wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, and then even that season, there were so many times we played a North Carolina team that only won like 3 games, and we had to come back against them. Georgia Tech, we had to kick a game-winning field goal. They're not a good team. Virginia was beating us by 14. And like even then, it wasn't like we were this great world. The only time.
Well, you were definitely able to see the deficiencies in the team offensively then. I mean, say what you want about Van Dyke or hell, even Garcia. Both of them are better than Malik Rozier.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the big thing holding, and that was just. I mean, he had no choice but to play Rozier. Rozier was the best option we really had.